I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of my husband's doctor office. We have some errands to run today. The post office is closed because it's a holiday. And I'm sitting across from the highway just watching cars pass and thinking about our upcoming camping trip to Acadia National Park. For our trip, we have rented a vehicle and it's a minivan. I don't know the configuration of the type of van we're getting. They told me that it would be either a Chrysler Pacifica or a Honda Odyssey. And so we've been trying to figure out how we will pack this vehicle because it's significantly, I think, smaller than what we took last year. Last year they gave us an Expedition, which was a free upgrade, and it was so nice and so comfortable, and it made me want to get one. We are hoping that we can camp in it at night, but we have so much gear with us that we are taking to Acadia. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we might be able to leave one of the seats down. And he wants me to drive a little bit on this trip, and I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I don't drive. I have driven probably 3 times in the last 15 years. It's one of those things I don't do it. I can't. It shoots my anxiety through the roof and I end up on the side of the highway in tears, hyperventilating, having panic attacks. So I just avoid it when possible. But we're trying to get there quickly, and he has asked me to drive through Missouri. I'm like, as long as I don't have to drive through any big towns, we're cool, I think. But I'm a little nervous. I've driven through Missouri, I don't know, half a dozen times. And I know that St. Louis comes on quick and I will lose it if I have to drive through St. Louis. But anyway, I honestly was just wanting to know if anybody camps in Honda Odysseys or Chrysler Pacificas. Sorry, I'm so distracted watching these cars. To see like how wide they are, like if we could fit a cot in there, or should we just lay the seat back? They look a lot smaller than I was thinking, but I mean, we'll make it work. Like, we don't have that much stuff. And when I say I've driven through Missouri, I haven't driven. I've ridden. The only places I have ever driven is a little bit in Texas here and there. I used to drive a little bit more when we were like closer to exactly what I needed. Like if I only had to make a couple of turns and I didn't have to cross traffic, like I have to mentally plan out left, right, straight. There's a stoplight. I have to have it so planned out in my head. And that was like city driving, so it was only like a mile or 2 here and there, and it wasn't that big of a deal. And then we moved out to the country, and like the first time we lived out in Rendon, and I could get to the grocery store and do all the things that I needed like super early in the morning. There was no one out. And now it's just not like that where we live. It's just, there's so many people and there's so many cars, and literally every time you get in your car to leave to go anywhere, you're in a near accident. Like literally every time you leave the house. It is wild. I don't know what happened to DFW, but it is just crazy to be out and about. So I just don't drive. I Uber. I go places with my husband. I have delivery. I just make it work because I can't. I just cannot drive. But anyway, that's what I mean when I say I've driven. I haven't driven, but whatever. You have a good day. Happy Monday. I hope you have the day off. If you don't, I'm sorry.